are hurting a little bit after our shenanigans last night.
We passed our first loopers, or actually they passed us just because we go so slow.
Ripley has got burrs stuck on her paw.
Out of nowhere, Evan starts somersaulting down the hill. It's not funny. We got a man down. We start this week off in a stunning anchorage, nestled between the Mangroves and a sandbar in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Despite the beauty surrounding us, we also start the week off with a sprained ankle. This week, we are in New Smyrna Beach. We are anchored in a beautiful anchorage. My one complaint is it's not close to anywhere that we can dinghy very easily. And last night, we went out to dinner with Josh and Haley. And we went to this kayak launch, and it was low tide, so we had to pull the dinghy up pretty far. We went to dinner. It was very muddy. It was gross, but we did it, and it was fine. When we came back, we were so excited that the dinghy was floating, and out of nowhere, Evan starts somersaulting down the hill. It's not funny, and we got a man down.
Yeah, it was dark and I was excited because we tied the dinghy up in the mangroves and then locked it. We kind of saw where the mud was wet versus already dried out, so we had an idea of where the tide might be after dinner. We guessed right, and it's pitch black, and we walked down this hill, not watching, I guess, where we're stepping, or just it blended in. And I stepped in a hole and my right foot gave out and I sprained my ankle.
You can't see it from here because it's on his right side, but it's pretty swollen, and sweet Ripley is snuggling right at his foot. Oh, it's so sweet.
I have a bag of frozen corn and I'm icing it right now.
Yeah.
I can put weight on it, but
it's a good thing that it's swollen. It's not broken. Like, but you knew right away. You're like, yeah, I just sprained that.
Yeah. I sprained my ankle a lot growing up. I walked on it. Then we rode the dinghy back. By the time we got back on the dinghy, it definitely had swollen up.
Yeah.
So, the boys are pushing us back to the water.
Louisiana back by
We were up here,
floating though.
and it was low tide, no water, until about here. And it all rose.
Honestly, God, I think it was even further.
I think it was. It might have been like,
All right, you should be good.
good work.
Yeah, she's starting that bad boy.
Let's just say,
I'll wait for you to jump in and push us.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
You can you get in? You can be a little too.
oh,
Today's President's Day, so I haven't been too worried about doing much work today because a lot of people are off. Evan was working. I did a lot of cleaning on the boat because it just has gotten so dirty in one weekend already. But now we're going to go explore some of the mangroves near our anchorage. So here we go.
We climbed up where the angels land. You looked right at home, then you took my hand. I thought, hey, I'ma tell our kids about this someday. When I'm with you, I see the world in a new way. Above the clouds like we're floating in space. I'ma tell our kids about this someday. I'ma tell our kids about this someday.
Gotta keep it real, showing you the highs and the lows. And this is a low for me. We had taco salads for dinner. They were delicious. We had a bunch of ground beef left over that I was going to save. And I started to do the dishes. And while I was doing that, I was pulling out our Tupperware. And I opened this drawer, or this cabinet. Tupperware down here, glassware up here. My fault, we didn't really have our Chemex secured, which is what we make our coffee in. There it is. I'm not even upset about the broken Chemex. I'm upset that there's glass and all of that good ground beef. It is our second full day in New Smyrna Beach. Today, we are gonna go work from an amazing coffee shop. It's called Island Roasters. So we're gonna go work from there in the morning. And then one of the reasons that New Smyrna is one of our favorite places in the country is because my college roommate Sarah, her family has a house here. So all throughout college in the last 4 years, so the last 8 years, we've been visiting here. I have some amazing memories here. It's the cutest beach town. And so we had some packages sent to their house that we're gonna pick up, and they're gracious enough to let us do some laundry. Evan has got his ankle all wrapped up. Still a little...
You can tell in the foot difference.
Yeah, how thick it is. Still a little sore, huh?
A little sore, but a lot better.
Iced it like all day yesterday.
And this morning.
Kept it elevated. Now it's wrapped up. So, doing okay. Careful. I'll cut ya.
Yeah, that doesn't look good. There we go.
Sorry. Oh no. Oh no. Scout's like,
Breaking the law.
Scout's like, let me test it. Let me test it.
Hey.
The package I mentioned earlier. We've been waiting all day long for it. But here it is. Exciting stuff. We sold our electric bikes because they were too heavy, and we went with electric scooters. It is day 3 on anchor in New Smyrna Beach, and one of the things I can't even, this is so stupid. One of the things that we had ordered to our friend's house was new batteries for our ear tech headsets, because we'd put them into the charger and they looked like they would charge. We'd put them on to pull anchor or to leave the dock, and they'd only last like 5 minutes. So we're hoping it's just the batteries that are bad. Anyways, we ordered new batteries. Now Evan wants us to just wear them.
We gotta wear them all morning.
And test how long they'll last with the new batteries. Did you charge these at all? This is just straight out of the box.
No, I charged them a little bit this morning.
Okay.
I don't even think they lasted 5 minutes a lot of times.
Yeah, we'd put them on and we're like, okay, great, we're working. And then it would start beeping and we're like, oh God, they're gonna die.
It would beep before the anchor even got pulled up. It'd beep like while the bridle still was on.
They were literally pointless. So we're really hoping these work, because we did get these on Facebook Marketplace, so this isn't like any shade to ear tech. I don't know how many years they were used before we bought them. But if this doesn't work out, that's a really big bummer, because these kind of things are expensive. So,
well, it could be the charger too. I was hoping it's just the batteries, but maybe it is the charger.
I mean, so far so good.
Yeah. Good morning. It is Thursday and it's time to move the boat. We are going to be heading to Daytona Beach, about 11 miles and 2 hours. We just had an eventful morning. Had to pick up our last bit of mail. Rip a dip. Hunkied up right on that pillow.
Yeah, little Bambi. Yeah, so we got up. We were gonna go. Okay, couple things. First of all, Evan got me these gloves for Valentine's Day, which was a week ago. It's freezing this morning, so I'm breaking them in a little bit. We were gonna go pick up our last package from our friend's house last night, but there was a thunderstorm. We got up bright and early this morning so that way we could go get the package before Evan had to log on for work. And it was chilly, and I didn't wear my gloves on our electric scooters, so that's why I'm trying to warm up right now. And you might be wondering, well, if you're so cold, why do you keep going north? Well, the whole country is in a polar vortex right now. That's the first thing. Just last week it said St. Augustine was like 78 degrees, and that's where we're going to be ending up this weekend. So it's just how the cards fell. The other thing is it's going to be okay, because again, we want to stay ahead of schedule since we are working, and we're at the beginning. We're still kind of getting our feet wet and whatnot. The other thing is there hasn't been any bugs. Whether that's because it's a little bit chilly or because we've had the windows closed, not sure, but I'll take it. And it's really not bad if we're not going to the sandbar with Ripley and getting wet. We will be going to a marina in Daytona for 2 nights, and then we will be going to the St. Augustine Municipal Marina, and we'll be on a mooring ball there, so we will have some facilities to use, and we're excited.
And when she says sandbar, Ripley, what do you think of the sandbar this week? Was it so fun?
She's exhausted from it. Look at her.
She ran around like a maniac,
She loves it.
constantly having her paws wet. But if you look out the door, there it is. You can see the light tent right there.
Ripley, you helping? You gonna help? Wanna go forward a little bit? On to new places, huh? Daytona is new, but you've been to St. Augustine. You loved it there. It was very dog friendly, wasn't it? Bye, New Smyrna Beach. We love you. We are at the Halifax Harbor Marina in Daytona Beach, and so far we've been here about 15-20 minutes, but amazing service so far. Kevin helped pull us in. We pumped out at the fuel dock, and he also came to our slip with us. Super nice guy, super helpful, gave us some suggestions for the town to check out. Pretty easy docking experience. A couple chores we need to do. Need to take the trash out, need to fill our water tanks. Yeah, got to get some work done always. So yeah, excited to explore Daytona.
It is midnight, and tomorrow we are going 8.5 hours. Ripley is got burrs stuck on her paw.
From her bathroom break. I know it, Ripley. I know it's not fun, but we gotta help you out here.
She's helping us get them off. Here they are. We're gonna leave the dock at 7 a.m.
So, in 7 hours, there's another one. We had ourselves a fun night without Ripley, and we love you, Rip, but sometimes we need parents' night out, and tomorrow is gonna be a fun day with you, isn't it? Does that feel better? Does that feel good? Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. We are hurting a little bit after our shenanigans last night, but we made it up bright and early. It is, what's the time right now, Evan? 7:25. We're out of our slip. Had an amazing backing up experience. Josh and Haley did help on the dock, but great job to Captain Evan. Good job, Ev.
A little windy up here.
The plan today is we are leaving Halifax Harbor Marina in Daytona Beach, and we are headed up to St. Augustine. We are so excited. We visited St. Augustine a couple months ago, 6 months ago or so, and just loved the town. So it's very dog friendly, so I'm excited to be back with the dog. And in case anybody was wondering, the batteries in our headsets have been amazing, so let's hope it stays that way. How did you feel about that backing up?
Actually, because it was so calm and no wind, Josh pretty much was able to push the boat, which was money.
Well, explain, your starboard and your port side turning.
Yeah, so our boat naturally walks to the starboard, even when the prop is straight, just because of the pitch. So even when the rudder's straight, just because of the prop. And so I turned it all the way to the right, just bumped it in reverse, kind of glided out, and then, yeah, Bob's your uncle, they say. update on today's voyage. Carly is up from her nap and currently driving. Here's what's on lunch today. I made a little gyro with some local meat that I got in Daytona. Also this morning we passed our first loopers, or actually they passed us, just because we go so slow, but we had 2 other fellow loopers pass us. It was a great experience. They asked, can we pass you slow on your port? We said absolutely. We met them over the radio, and yeah, it was really cool. So I'm looking forward to meeting more loopers along the way, and who knows, we'll probably see them in the next stop.
We moved upstairs. The temperature is actually pretty nice. I thought it was going to be chillier, and I thought it would be windier, but we're in a kind of protected area. And so yeah, it's pretty nice. Evan's got the Iowa State game playing on the radio. And we are, what do you think, like an hour probably from St. Augustine? We're excited. Securing the mooring ball in St. Augustine was surprisingly easy, which is always a good feeling to end the day that way. Turkey! Okay. Thanks so much for watching and coming along for the ride. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. We also want to thank our amazing patrons over on Patreon. Your support keeps us going and helps make this adventure possible. And a special shout out to our Captain's Circle members, Chris, Jackie, and Jenny. Next week we hang out in St. Augustine for a bit, then go through Plan A, Plan B, and Plan C on our way to Jacksonville. But until then, here's a sneak peek. Love you, bye! I either said on here or on my Instagram story, we timed the tides perfectly, and we are so far off.